مجمع الأندلس التعليمي، تعلم عصري ملهم بهوية وطنية وقيم إسلامية.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, dear students. This is Mr. Mohanned again with you with a special lesson for today. It's a review. So open your students book page 96, exercise A, B, C, D, and E. And in your workbooks, it's just one exercise on page 83, exercise A. Our objectives for today's lessons are demonstrate understanding of vocabulary and grammar through doing multiple tasks of choosing the correct item, completing sentences, and using the correct form of the verb between brackets in these exercises. The second one is choosing the correct item in 10 sentences. It is in your workbook, as I said before, page 83, exercise A. No starter here, dear students, and we shall begin directly. Okay, this is the first one. Circle the correct words, as you can see, dear students, and your workbook or your students' book are in front of you, so please pause the video and try by yourself. Gloria out the window at the beautiful coast. Not struggled, it's gazed out. Many people feel when they travel by ship. Feel nausea. Yes, it's nausea. There are lots of rare plants and bird species in this marine park or national park. Plants and bird species, it's in the national park. Whether I will arrive on time or not on the traffic. It's not decreases, it's depends on. You shouldn't too much caffeine, it's not good for you. I think it's consume. Ted his stress and presented his project to the class. It's not overheard, it's overcame. Mark hit his head and fell unconscious or wounded. No, it's unconscious. When you hit your head, you will become unconscious. Okay, the next one. Complete the sentences with the correct preposition. This is a preposition exercise. Jane is a good friend who I can rely for whatever I need. Rely on. The firefighter rescued the baby. Rescued the baby, the burning building. It's yes, from. Kevin finally recovered fully his illness. Also, from. If we all cooperate with each other, we will quickly solve the problem. Cooperate with each other. I don't know if I'll go out tonight. It depends how much studying I'll have. It depends on. How much did you spend your new car on? Eric couldn't cope the stress at his job, so he quit. He didn't cope with. My sister insisted lending me the money. Insisted on. The next one. Complete the sentences with the past simple or the past perfect symbol of the verbs in brackets. Past simple or past perfect. Kareem not finish his homework when Uma called him. Kareem hadn't finished when Uma called him. On the first day of our trip to Melbourne, it's always got lost. In the city because, see here dear students, because is followed by the reason, and the reason comes before the consequence or the result. So this one should be past perfect. Had not taken a map. Or hadn't taken a map. 3. Sorry. The children excited at the zoo because, again with because. Because is followed by the reason, and the reason happens before the result. That is logic. So this one should be hadn't seen, and this one should be were. 4. You tidy your room before your parents come from work. Before is followed by the past simple, I think, and is preceded by the past perfect. So this one should be with a question form, of course. Had you tidied? And this one came. No, but my homework. But I had done. We're very tired. So by the time the documentary, we were very tired. So by the time the documentary finished, we had already fallen asleep. Okay, to the next one. Sorry. Rewrite the sentences using the past simple, the past perfect simple, and the words given. It started raining, Then we reached the park. I think it's by the time we reached the park, it started raining. Yes, it had started raining by the time we reached the park. Or we can say it vice versa. By the time we reached the park, it had started raining. 2. My sister's flight landed. Then I arrived at the airport. So I arrived after her flight had landed. I arrived at the airport after my sister's flight had landed, or after my sister's flight had landed, I arrived at the airport. Can you see, dear students, the connection here? The past perfect happens happened before the past simple all the time. The captain and his crew spent many days at the sea or at sea. Then they finally reached the island. Before, that is easy. The captain and his crew had spent many days at sea before they finally reached the island, or before the captain and his crew finally reached the island, they had spent many days at sea. The next one. Okay, this is a, an, the, or zero article. In a previous grammar lesson, we learned about the articles a, an, or zero article. The Amazon rainforest, yes, there's only one Amazon rainforest. It has many rivers. Yes, it's 0. Lakes and waterfalls. Amazon River. It's a river, so we use the here. The Amazon River is second largest. We have here the cardinal number, second, and the superlative form of the adjective long. So it's the second longest river in the world, because there is only one world, dear students. Ibiza, that is 0. Island. Ibiza is one island of many there in the world. So it's an island of the coast of Spain. We do not say the Qatar or a Qatar. For example, we say Qatar with 0 article. And is part of Balearic Islands. The Balearic Islands, yes, because they are a group of islands. It's been long time. We always hear it, a long time. Since I last spoke Italian. Languages always come with 0 article. So it's Italian. You see, there aren't many Italians living in the area where I live. This is a specific area, so we add that. This is a specific area. The area where I live. Hyde Park. Parks are used with 0 article. Is one of, again, this is a superlative form of the adjective. The biggest parks in all and cities. London, We don't say the Doha, we say the London and Doha. Millions of tourists, general tourists, visit park. Which park? Yes, it's mentioned previously, the Hyde Park. So we say here the park every year. Siberian tiger. This is a species, an animal species. So we say the Siberian tiger is endangered species. There are around 400 to 500 Siberian tigers. If it were here plural, we say zero article, but this one is singular. See, left, wild. Which wild? There's only one wild. Yes, the wild. Drive down this road for about half hour. Which hour? We don't know. So it's half an hour. And you will find Grand Hotel. The Grand Hotel on the right hand, or yes, the right hand side of road. Which road? A specific road we are talking about. So it's the. Okay, dear students, we move on to the next one. Oh, this is self-assessment. So we go back to our workbook. Okay, choose A, B, C, or D. By the time, this is grammar, past simple and past perfect. By the time we to the stadium, the match had already finished. We have here present past perfect, so we should have past simple here. So it will be got. After a few weeks of practice, Gillian, her fear of public speaking, overcame, overheard, blinded, or struggled. It's overcame. Neil Armstrong. You know, dear students, Neil Armstrong, the first man on the moon. Neil Armstrong was the first human to walk on, we don't say a moon, or to the moon, on the moon. Yeah, there's only one moon. For me, the most exciting part of our trip was when we went camel riding in the desert. Yes, the children TV after. This is a before and after actions. So we have a past perfect and past simple. After is followed by past perfect. So it should be preceded by past simple. Watched. Omar is a brave young man who put his life in risk, on risk, to risk, or at risk to save the drowning boy. Should be at risk. Okay. There was by the river. It was catching fish. A brown bear, the brown bear, a brown bear, or the brown bears. There was. It should be singular. So we are limited here to A, B, and C. There is not only one brown bear in the world, so it should be a brown bear. Henry was very, very tired yesterday because this is because, and because is followed by the reason. The reason is or happened before the result. So this one should be past perfect. Hadn't slept. Jack was sunburned because this is the same as the previous one. Because it's followed by the reason, and it should be past perfect. Had stayed. Marina called to congratulate you your promotion. Congratulate on or for. Well, they are both correct, but we only have on here, so it should be the answer. Okay, dear students. Thank you for watching and wish you happy times.